Students, how are you? Okay, today we should discuss about corollary of BPT and converse of BPT. Okay, students, as you know, you have done this thing. Suppose that this is a triangle ABC. If one line drawn by you DE parallels to BC, then these two sides AB and AC, okay, intersected and they are proportional. It means AD upon BD equal to AE upon CE. Okay, this is called BPT, basic proportionality theorem. Basic proportionality theorem or Thales theorem. Okay, if in a triangle ABC, one line drawn by you, DE parallels to BC, okay, then AD upon BD equal to AE upon CE, we have proved it. That is called BPT. Now, can you guess about this system? If AD upon BD equal to AE upon CE, then can we say AD upon AB equal to AE upon AC? Or can you say BD upon AB equal to CE upon AC? Okay, a student, if AD upon BD equal to AE upon C, then is this possible? AD upon AB equal to AE upon AC? AD upon AB, AD upon AB equal to AE upon AC? Or BD upon AB equal to CE upon AC? Okay, today we should try to prove these two statements also, because these are corollary. We have to face different types of problem related to these two. Okay. On the other hand, you can say these two are formula taken out from BPT. That is corollary. Okay. Today we are going to check these two statements. AD upon AB equal to AE upon AC and BD upon AB equal to CE upon AC. Okay. Are you checking this diagram or not? This is the BPT in triangle ABC, DE parallels to BC, okay, in such a way that AD upon BD equal to AE upon C, we have proved it. But from this major statement, these two minor statements taken out. One is AD upon AB, AD upon AB equal to AE upon AC, and the second intercept BD upon AB equal to CE upon AC. Okay, are these two possible or not? We are going to check. So take down the corollary. Take down this corollary. In triangle ABC, align DE parallels to BC, align DE parallels to BC, align DE parallels to BC, intersect AB, intersect AB, intersect AB in D and AC in E, AC in E, then prove that number one, AB upon DB equal to AC upon EC, Number two, AD upon AB equal to AE upon AC. Take down this corollary. Today we are going to give our proof and satisfy this. These two are helpline for proof of another different type of sum. This is the main statement, major statement, and these two are the formula taken out from this BPT. So that is corollary. Okay. Today we are going to give our proof. Okay. These two are right or wrong. Okay. Today we will declare something about these two statements. Now draw a triangle ABC. This is triangle ABC. DE parallels to BC just like BPT. DE parallels to BC. DE parallels to BC in triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, DE parallels to BC. In triangle ABC, DE parallels to BC, that is given, so that AD upon BD equal to AE upon CE by BPT. Basic proportionality theorem. Okay, basic proportionality theorem we have proved already. So if this type of condition is given, then we can declare this statement. We should take help from BPT. In triangle ABC, DE parallels to BC, so that AD upon BD equal to AE upon CE. Why? In a triangle, if one line is drawn parallel to one side of the triangle, intersecting another two sides, they are proportional. Okay? We have learned already by BPT. Okay? So from BPT, according to this corollary, in corollary, this thing is given. In triangle ABC, a line D parallels to BC, intersect AB in D and AC in E, then prove that, okay, AB upon DB equal to AC upon EC and AD upon AB equal to AE upon AC. Okay, we are starting from here. In triangle ABC, D parallels to BC, that is given. So we are remembering the BPT, and according to this, AD upon BD equal to AE upon CE by BPT. Okay, understood? Now, student, as you know, if you have two equivalent fraction, then okay, you can add something in LHS and RHS. You can add, you can multiply by the same number, you can divide by the same number except of 0. Okay, in this way you will get another equivalent fraction. They are equal to the given fraction. Okay, understood? So by adding 1 on both sides. Now AD upon BD plus 1 equal to AE upon CE plus 1. AD upon BD plus 1 equal to AE upon CE plus 1. Adding 1 in LHS and RHS. Okay. Now add, do the simple operation. LCM here BD. Okay, now BD cancel, then AD plus BD multiplied by 1 BD equal to LCM of this is CE, CE cancel. So AE plus C multiplied by 1 CE. Now check the given diagram. AD plus BD. These two are not numerical fact. You should go in diagram and check the system. AD plus BD. AD plus BD. Just like this line segment. AD plus BD. AD plus BD equal to AB. Okay? In this way, you should write here AB. By diagram, AD plus BD. AD plus BD equal to AB upon BD. AB upon BD. AB upon BD or DB equal to, now check this also, AE plus CE. AE plus CE equal to AC. AE plus CE, okay, equal to AC. So AC upon CE. Okay. First corollary proved in this way. That is called self-evidence. We have proved BPT, and by the help of BPT, we can prove this minor formula also. That is corollary. Okay. Now second part. Second part. This is the first part. Now for second part. AD upon DB. Since AD upon DB, AD upon DB equal to AE upon CE equal to AE upon CE by BPT. By BPT. AD upon DB equal to AE upon CE by BPT. Or a student, we can write it DB upon AD equal to CE upon AE. Converse of both LHS and RHS. AD upon DB equal to AE upon C. We are going to check this condition will possible or not. We have checked already this type of condition will be possible or not by the help of BPT. Okay. So this condition is possible. Now you are going to check this condition will be possible from BPT or not. Okay. From BPT, according to given diagram, AD upon DB equal to AE upon C. Now we can write DB upon AD equal to CE upon AE. CE upon AE. Okay? Understood? Now, adding both LHS and RHS in one. Adding LHS and RHS. Adding LHS and RHS in one. Adding LHS and RHS in one. अब हम लोग LHS और RHS को वन में ऐड करके देखेंगे. Adding LHS and RHS in one. So you should write 1 plus dB upon AD equal to 1 plus CE upon AE. Now find the LCM. LCM of AD is AD. So AD multiply 1 is AD plus AD cancel dB equal to LCM AE. So this is AE plus AE cancel CE. Okay. Now go in diagram. AD plus dB. AD plus dB is AB. AB upon AD. AB upon AD equal to AE plus C. AE plus C, you know, AB. AB upon AE. Okay. Okay, student. No problem at all. Now, you can write, because you want to go here, AD upon AB equal to AE upon AC. So write the converse again. AD upon AB equal to AE upon AB. AE upon AB. Understood now? So these two formula declared. 1 AB upon DB, AB upon DB equal to AC upon AE, AC upon AD upon BD, AB upon DB, AB upon BD equal to AC upon CE, and the second AD upon AB equal to AE upon AC. Over here, AC. AB, AC. Okay? Understood now? Check the diagram once again. In BPT, check the BPT now. We should write the summary now. BPT is AD upon BD equal to AE upon CE. This is the BPT. And by the help of this BPT, second is corollary. Corollary is what? To AB upon BD equal to AC upon CE. Okay? And the third is also corollary. That is what? AD, this part, AD upon AB equal to AE upon AC. Understood? Understood, student? Now check again. Mind the BPT because these are important. Without it, you can't understand the sum. First, you should check BPT. BPT is, check this diagram, AD upon BD equal to AE upon CE. Corollary is AB upon BD equal to AC upon CE. Second corollary is AD, second intercept, AD upon AB equal to AE upon AC. Okay? These three are formula. Okay? By the help of these three, you will solve the different type of related problem. Okay? Understood now? Mind first corollary, whole side AB upon one intercept BD equal to AC upon CE. Okay? Second corollary, second intercept AD upon AB equal to AE upon AC. Understood? Understood, student? Okay. So these two are corollary. You should try to understand what is corollary by the given self-evident according to your proved theorem. You should try to find out some formula from there. Okay, that type of minor statement is corollary. Understood? Thank you. Now we are going in converse of BPT. Converse of BPT. Take down theorem number 2, 6.2. That is converse of BPT. Converse BPT. Okay, mind BPT. Basic proportionality theorem. Basic proportionality theorem. Okay. Now, student, in your previous class, for the BPT, you have learned already. What? There is a triangle ABC. Okay. One line drawn inside the triangle DE. Okay. Parallel to BC. But in the converse, 1 minute. Okay, student. In BPT theorem, we have learned one line drawn parallel to one side of the triangle intersecting another two sides in the same race. Okay. In a triangle, one line drawn parallel to one side of the triangle intersecting another two sides in the same ratio. Okay. Okay. That is the BPT. Now, what is converse? What is converse? In a triangle, one line is drawn inside the triangle in such a way that AD upon BD equal to AE upon CE, then prove that this line will be parallel to the one line. Okay. What is converse? Now, you should mind again. First, mind the BPT. BPT is one line is drawn parallel to one side of the triangle, intersecting another two sides in equal ratio. Okay? Listen again. In BPT, one line is drawn inside the triangle, okay, parallel to one side, intersecting in ratio. But the converse is line is drawn. Line is drawn, intersecting the two sides of the triangle in such a way that they are in equal ratio. Then prove that this line must be parallel to the first line of the triangle. Okay? Now listen again. In a triangle, one line drawn by a U inside the triangle, okay, intersecting the two sides of the triangle in equal ratio, then you want to prove this line will be parallel to the first line of the triangle, first side of the triangle. Understood? Understood? Listen again. Check this diagram. Okay? And mind why this is converse. Why this is converse of BPT? Because in BPT, that is declared if you are drawing one line parallel to one side of the triangle, intersecting another side in equal ratio. Then converse is the line is drawn, intersecting the two sides of the triangle in the same ratio. Then prove that this line will be parallel to the first side of the triangle. Understood? Why this is converse? Okay. Now you should write the definition if you have no book. Okay? You should write the definition now. Converse of BPT. Where it is? Yeah. If a line divides any two sides of a triangle, if a line divides any two sides of a triangle, okay, if a line divides any two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, then the line must be parallel to the third side. Then the line must be parallel to the third side. Okay? If a line divides any two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, then the line must be parallel to the third side. It means this is the division of two sides directly in the same ratio. Okay? It means converse is this line dividing the two sides of the triangle in the same ratio accurately. Okay? Then this line will be parallel to the third side. We are going to check this. Take this measure statement. This is the converse of BPT. Okay? Try to understand the quotation or measure statement of this sentence. Okay? Understood? Have you written? Mind if a line divides any two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, then the line must be parallel to the third side. It means parallel is not given. Ratio equal given, but parallel not given. In BPT, parallel given, ratio equal not given. Okay? That is the difference of BPT and converse of PPT. Now, student, we should start from here according to this given statement. Now, given in triangle ABC, in triangle ABC, in triangle ABC, AD upon BD equal to AE upon CE. Only this is given. In triangle ABC, AD upon BD equal to AE upon CE. Divides the two sides in a triangle in equal ratio. Recall the statement. Divide two sides of the triangle in equal ratio. So write it in given statement. In triangle ABC, AD upon BD, check here, AD upon BD equal to AE upon C. That is given. Its meaning is divide any two sides in equal ratio. Okay. Now to prove. To prove. What do you want to prove then? Go further. Then this line must be parallel to the third side. Now in this triangle, third side is BC. Because the two sides are given, AB and AC, intersected by this line in equal ratio. So two sides are intersected in equal ratio, so that this is the third side. So this line must be parallel to the third side, I mean BC. Okay? To prove, write on this, DE parallels to BC. You want to prove this? This line must be parallel to the third side. So you should write here, this line must be parallel to the third side, I mean BC. So to prove, you should write parallels to BC. Understood? No problem at all. Now, think yourself. D is not parallel to BC, but these two intercepts are proportional. Okay? Now, go in construction. Construction. Student, you have only one major statement, that is BPT. And this statement is converse of BPT. So you should take help from BPT. Okay, how you can give your proof? You should give your proof by the help of BPT. BPT will work when the line will be parallel to one side of the triangle. So we should write in construction, draw a parallel. Draw a parallel. Suppose that we are drawing a parallel from one initial point of this new line. Okay. So suppose that we are drawing DF parallels to BC. Construction. DF parallels to BC, because we are going to take help from BPT. So in a triangle, if another line segment is given, but that is not parallel to any one side of the triangle, so we can't take help from BPT. Okay, so we are doing this action. Okay, DF parallel to BC, because DE is given already, but that is not parallel. And we need a parallel line one side of the triangle. So we are drawing this imaginary line DF parallels to BC. Okay, that is our requirement. This is the construction. Okay, now student mind, in triangle ABC, DF parallels to BC now. A student, in triangle ABC, DF parallels to BC now. Now come in proof. Come in proof slowly and peacefully. This is geometry. Don't disturb yourself. Come in proof. In triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, parallels to BC. In triangle ABC, DF parallels to BC. Am I right? Okay. DF parallels to BC. Check here. DF parallels to BC. Now recall your formula. I mean BPT. By the help of BPT, you should write so that AD upon BD equal to AF upon CF. AF upon CF. AD upon BD equal to AF upon CF. DF parallels to BC. And you are in BPT. Okay? DF parallels to BC and you are in BPT. So AD upon BD equal to AF upon CF by the help of BPT. Okay? This is first equation. Okay? Student, remembering one thing, according to given sum, so you should write but. What but? Is AD upon BC BD. AD upon BD equal to AE upon CE. AE upon CE. Okay? That is given. That is given in measure statement. That is given in measure statement, student. Okay? We are going to give our proof. But we have only one formula, that is BPT. So by the help of BPT, one major statement taken out by us, A upon BD equal to AF upon CF. Okay, that is BPT. But major statement, in major statement, it is given AD upon BD equal to AE upon C. Already given. Now we have double major statement. That means double equation. One is another is that. Okay, you can check these two equations. Do you know how we can solve? How we can check the equations? Okay, in equation we should mind LHS. This equal to that. This equal to that. Student, these two means LHS. LHS equal. If LHS equal, then RHS equal. Okay? No doubt. Now you should write from here. From equation first and second. From equation first and equation second. From equation first and equation second, LHS equal. We are writing as AF upon CF. AF upon CF equal to AE upon C. E C. Okay? From equation first. AF upon CF equal to AE upon CE. Okay? Now student, we should take the distance between F and E. Take again, by the help of these two equations, you have this statement AF upon CF equal to AE upon CE. But you want to check the real distance between E and F. How you can check? How you can check the distance between E and F? Okay. What is the distance between E and F? Distance is 0 or except of 0. If distance will be 0, then they are coincided. It means they are situated in the same place. They are coincided. If distance except of 0, then we will understand they are the different point on the line segment AC. Okay, so we should check the distance of E and F. We are here. How we can check? Okay, we should mind by adding something, by subtracting something. Okay, by adding something or by subtracting something. First, we are trying to subtract 1 from LHS and RHS. Don't do, I am doing rough one. AF upon CF minus 1 equal to AE upon CE minus 1. Now CF is CF, so AF minus CF, okay, equal to LCM CE, EC cancel AE minus CE. Okay, now AF minus CF. Check AF minus CF. Okay, AF minus CF. That is not possible. That is not possible. AF minus CF. We can subtract AF minus AC, but here AF minus C. Now we should try to add this. Okay. Now by adding, now check AF plus CF. AF plus CF. Check this line segment. AF plus CF. AF plus CF. We should write here AC. AC upon CF. AC upon CF equal to AE plus C. AE plus C equal to AC upon CE. AC upon C. Understanding? Now AC cancel in LHS and RHS. So you will write 1 upon CF. 1 upon CF equal to 1 upon CE. 1 upon CF equal to 1 upon CE. This is your equation. Now you are trying to simplify it. So you should go in cross multiply, and in cross multiply you will get CF equal to CE. CF equal to CE. Okay, CF equal to CE. In this way, we can say CF and CE. Distance between C and F and distance between C and E. You can think now. Distance between C and F, distance between C and E, both are equal. Both are equal. It means they are coincided. They are coincided. If they are coincided, then they are situated in the same place. Okay. So C and F. Okay. C and F are showing not different place. Okay. C and F are showing the same place. They are coincided. It means if DF parallels to BC drawn by us, then DE parallels to BC. No doubt in it. Understood? Understood, student? Now go and try to finish it. Okay. Adding. You should write now. Adding 1 in both sides. AF upon CF. AF upon CF plus 1 equal to AE upon CE plus 1. Okay. Now simplify it. LCM CF, AF plus CF equal to LCM CE. Now AE plus CE. Okay. Now student, you should add these two by the help of diagram. AF plus CF, AF plus CF equal to AC. AC upon CF equal to AE plus CE equal to AC. AC upon CE. Now AC cancel. Now you should write 1 upon CF equal to 1 upon CE. Okay. Now cross multiply. CF multiplied by 1 is CF and CE multiplied by 1 is CE. F equal to CE. CF equal to CE. Now go in diagram. CF equal to CE. CF equal to CE. I am repeating this again and again. This is special purpose. Try to get in your brain. Okay. Diagram is given here. CF equal to CE. CF equal to CE. Okay. It means E and F are coincide. E and F coincide. E and F, so that E and F coincide. Okay. If DF parallels to BC, then DE parallels to BC. Hence proved. Hence proved. Okay. Take down everything. Corollary. E and F are coincide and CIDED. If DF parallels to BD, then D parallels to BC. Hence proved. Understood, student? That is the converse of D. Okay. So today we have declared one DPT. Second, first corollary of DPT. Corollary of DPT. Third, also corollary of DPT. And fourth, converse of DPT. Converse of DPT. Okay. You should try to understand these four major statement or minor statement. Okay. And try to apply it in different activity. We will do some related problem in our next class also, but at present time we have some time, so we should take some example. Okay. अभी over नहीं हुआ है? Okay, today we should over this. Okay, because in next day we will go in different type of related problem. Okay. This is your homework. You should try to do these four things again and again and understand only. Don't learn anything. Try to understand. Okay? Thank you. All the best. Okay, students.